Hello everyone, this is Professor Kent. Today's recording is to record some of the transaction starting with April 7th. But before we do that, I needed to delete the account that we started at setup. So that in order to do that, I have to go to company, chart of accounts, and it was an account that was a test account. It was under the asset, and I needed to delete that account. How do I delete it? There's a different way of doing it. You could just say file remove, and are you sure you want to remove it? Yes, we wanted to remove it. That's the first thing we had to do. The other thing we had to do is I had to show you the bill can be changed into an invoice. How do we do that? We go to the setting and we go to my names, and this can be an invoice, and I will say okay, because we want a sales invoice, receipt, and orders. If I were to do that, if I wanted to change the delivery orders to an orders, I could do that. And then the context, like, we don't need to worry about these things, but I like to see invoices and receipts. Now what they're doing is we're starting with the sales invoice, which when are we doing? On April 1st. I'm not going to create shortcuts. All I'm going to do is first change the session date. I have to change the session date to April 7th. They told us to do it April 7th, so I'm going to change to 7th. But you have to make sure you have to cancel. I don't want to do a backup. Close and close. The first thing they want you to do is sales invoice. If it's an invoice, you double click on the invoice. Who is it from? This company is there, and it is this company, and the invoice number is 710. The date was the 1st, and we have what kind of revenue we did. We have a repair revenue. The invoice total is 1998. So it's in this case we are charging it to repair revenue. Let's do the repair revenue. So I don't have an account. If I don't have an account, I needed to create an account, and let's create an account. I will have to, sorry, I could do it here. We could do create an account. That will be 1420. The name of the account will be repair revenue. And we will say next. It's not a heading. No, okay. So we did a create account repair revenue, and the amount they told us was 1800, and has a GST and PST. The amount should be 1998. It has 110 net 30, and we do have it 110 net 30, and we already created an account. So the transaction should look like this. So we are good to go. If we're good to go, let's move to the next one. We are going to close. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to save it. We're going to post it. My next one is, let's do that. My next transaction is we received money. So in this case, we're going to go to the receipts, and it is from Grand Pointe. The date here was the April the 1st, and what we are going to do is we are receiving money, and they told us which one. They are saying we're receiving one full, and then there's a partial payment. So one full, sorry, partial payment, sorry, I just have to see it. They said 699. We're making a partial payment, which is going to be your 500. And from the other one, we are doing a discount. The full amount should be what did they say? Check number 25 including 1935.60 in the full payment. So what they did is there is a full payment of the first one, not the second one. I did it the other way around. I think I made a mistake with when the invoice number. So 5703. So this should be 500 and this should be your there. That's what it should be. So click on that. So that's what they're saying to do. So I will show you the check number they told us, which is what was the check number? Receipt number is 200. So I am going to show you, display the transaction. Your transaction should look like that. We're going to close this and I am going to post this transaction. Next one is my purchase invoice. If it's a purchase invoice, we need to go to the payables and it's an invoice. We are going to do a purchase invoice. In this case, the purchase invoice form, it is Wheatfield Hardware. The date here was the oh, I didn't change the date of this, but you could go back and change the date because you might lose one mark. That's what happens. So the 3rd, and we are, let's do the 3rd, and I'm just going to make it sorry, I am just going to cut and paste because I am lazy. I am going to put an invoice number, and that, what did we order from them? We ordered my tools. Let's order the tools. Yes, we ordered the tools. The amount of the tools were 1500, and it has a GPS GP on it. So the amount was the amount is net 15. The total amount is 1665. It's April 3rd, so we are good to go. So we are good to go. I'm going to show you the transaction so that you have the right account. So we are good. So the next date is April 4th. So let's make sure we are putting the right one. So next one is my April 4th, and the check number is a payment. It's on the 4th. So we're making a payment, and who are we making a payment to? In this case, it is April the 4th. Let's go to there. We're making a payment. Payment number is, check number is 101 10760. So 10760, and the discount amount is that. So if I report the transaction, your transaction should look like that. So we're good to go. Let's go further and post this transaction. Yes, we know that. Okay, we will close it, and next one is my check number 102. Let's make a payment, and we're making a payment on the 4th. You have to pay attention to the dates, and we are going to make a payment, and it is for the 4th. Did they tell us that we took the discount? It's a full payment, so there is no discount. We are now going to take a discount. So there, 5,900 is a full payment of invoice number that. So there is no discount on this, and it is on the 4th, even we're making it. We are going to post this transaction, and we are done. Next one is my sales invoice. It is on the receivable. It is on the date of the invoice is April the 5th, and let's do the customer was, I don't know who my customer was. There we go. I have a customer that is this, and we are, what are the amount? The amount is for 18,000, and let's do the 18,000 thousand. The invoice number is that, and that is 110 net 30. If I go to display my transaction, your transaction should look like exactly like that. So we are good to go. So next one is I am gonna close this and I'm gonna post this entry. Okay, you want to process it? Yes, we wanted to process. Now we are going to go to my memo number 2 is that they said to create a tax code, which is IN. I already created that code. If I did it before I set up, so you're gonna, if you had to do that, you're gonna go to the setting, you go to the company, you're going to go to the sales tax code was done. Sorry, the tax, this is what they want you to do, which I did it before because I did a copy. I got a copy of the book, so then it was in there. So we already created a memo 2 was done. Now we're going to go to memo 3. They said to edit the supplier record for below wage, change the default tax to IN. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna which one was it? Willow Ridge. I do not have a Willow Ridge. Willow Garage. Oh, I'm in customers. I should be in payable. So I'm just saying I have to double click on it and I go to taxes and that should be IN. We did that and we are going to say save and close. And then we did that and they said the default sorry, we should have done it at the same time, vehicle expense for that. So let's go here and the option and the account will be what was the vehicle expense? Do we have it? We might have to create it if it's not there. No, we do not have it. So what we're going to do is how we're going to create it. We are going to go to company, chart of accounts, and the number here was the 5240. So I'm going to say file, create 5240, and I am going to go to account. It is going to be my G, oh sorry, 5240, and then it's going to be vehicle expense. It is not cost of goods sold. It is did they tell us where it goes? It did not say it. Vehicle expense, we can see where do we want to put it. You could put it under operating expenses. I'm just going to put it under the operating expenses, save and close. Now we are going to go back to your, my screen is small, so I am going to create that account. I already created it, 5240, and then I'm just going to select it. So save and close. So we have done April 6th. Now we're going to do a purchase invoice. So we are going to go to payable. We're going to do a purchase invoice. In this case, it is Willow Garage. It automatically comes up and the invoice number is here, Control C, Control V, and it is on the 6th. And the amount they told us was 114.59. So when you do that, display the transaction for this, so it should look like, oh, there is a mistake in this. Well, not mistake. My accounts payable should be 120. So let's do 120. Sorry, I made a mistake. 120. Tab it somewhere else. Let's see what happens. I will display my transaction. Your accounts payable should be 120. So it should look like that. So we are good. It should be 120. So it's included in there. So that's what it means. So I am going to post this transaction and we are good to go. Let's go to receipt. I will close this. Now we're going to receive, and if it's go to receivable, you're going to go to receipts. We're receiving it from Regina School, and the date here is April the 6th. I will go to the 6th, and there is a discount. So the discount, and then I'm going to report this transaction. When you report your transaction, it should look like that, but the date is, I wanted to make sure the date is right. The date should be the 7th. So we're good to go. I am going to 201. I'm going to post this transaction. I'm good to go. Now next one is my sales invoice, and it is on the 7th. So this is a sales invoice 7, sorry, not receipt, sales invoice, and it is Regina, not Regina, Hazel, sorry, it is Hazel isn't there, so I'm gonna do a full ad. So if I need to do a full ad, I'm going to go to my customer. We're going to do file, and we're going to create it. In this case, I needed to kind of see what the address, use a full ad, and for a new customer. In this case, it is Hazel expense. Control C, Control V, and I am going to go to my option. Did they say anything about the option? In this case, they said to service contract, so I should be charging it to the service contract, which is your 4140, and my taxes is a GP. My option is 110 net 30, so we're good to go. So I will say save and close. Now we're gonna go to do the invoice. In this case, it is on the 7th, and it is my Hazel Estate. The amount of the contract is 1200, and the invoice number is 712. Let's see if I could show you the journal entry. The journal entry should look like that. So we're good to go. Let's go, and we are going to close this, and I am going to post this transaction, and we'll say okay. And this is oh, they told us the address, so make sure you enter the address. I'm not entering the address, so but you make sure your customer is done properly. So I just added the GP and the revenue account that I needed, and you can also enter the credit. Now this is a one-time customer, and we are going to add it to the one-time customer. Instead of a cash, it is a Visa. And let's do my repairs, and I am going to do it on the 7th. And the first amount for the I don't know which account we are using. We are going to use for the repair revenue. Repair revenue is my 4120, and that is select, and that the amount is 3600. And then I also have a we have a service contract revenue, which is your 4140, and the amount here is 2800. We service contract was 2800. I changed the wrong one. My repairs was 3600. So make sure your repair is that. So I'm going to show you the transaction so you know how it's going to come up. So my repair should be 4120, 3600, 4140 should be 2800. This is the date, and I am going to post this transaction, and we are good to go. Now they want you to advance the date to the 14th, so let's change the session date. I'm going to change it to 14, and I will say okay, and I don't want to do a backup. We will say close, and I will close here. Now what we are doing is memo is saying the owner what happened to the owner. We have to do an adjustment to the postage check, and there should be a discount. So that's what happens. So you're gonna go into it. We are gonna go to, sorry, find. We're gonna find a receipt, and in this case it was grande. I'm just gonna do it here. It was a grande. What we have to do is we have to reverse this. So we are gonna you're gonna reverse this, and then you're gonna create a new one. So, or you could do the adjustment to the account. So what did they say to do? Reverse it. So I need to reverse it. This adjusted, this will reverse it. Are you sure you want to reverse it? I will say yes. So I reversed it. Now on the 8th, what they wanted to do is change the payment term to net 30 and notify for the outstanding payments. So what we're doing is we have to adjust the invoice, and let's change the term. So let's go back to grande. The term is net 30, so there is no 110 and there is no net 30, and I'll say save and close. So we did that. The owner changed the payment term. We did that, and we notify that. Now we're going to do the memo number 6. They said the owner work is done. As for which company? 712, and we are Hazel Estate. So we are going to go to Hazel Estate, and what we're going to do is we are going to reverse, and then we're going to correct it. So we are going to go here. We are going to find invoice. In this case it was a Hazel Estate 71 number 2, and what we're going to do is they told us to do what? Revise the correct amount. So what we're going to do is we're not going to reverse it, we're going to adjust it. We could actually, let me just reverse this invoice because they said to reverse it and they wanted you to do a right one. So I'm gonna reverse this invoice. Yes, okay. Now we needed to create a new one, and it is, sorry, not added. I'm gonna click on Hazel Estate, and the original invoice was 712, and I'm gonna put R beside it because it is the new one. And that is for the amount of 3108. Correct amount is 3108. So I am going to do 3108, and that is for the 31.8, and the the total amount is 31.8. My 4140 should be 1200. My next one is 1600 for my 4120 account, 4120, and the date here should be the 7th. 7th, no, not the 7th, the 8th. I will show a transaction. Your transaction should look like this. So we are good to go. Make sure your dates are right. Sometimes I make a mistake with the dates because it's hard to see a screen, my screen, but you should double check when you're doing it. I will post this transaction. Now we are going to go to April 9th, and it's a MasterCard invoice. And in this case, we are it's an invoice from we know the residence. I hope I have it. It says you do a full ad. Again, when you're doing a full ad, you have to put everything in there. So let's add it. In this case, it is, I'm going to see if I could copy and paste and show you what I mean by full ad. And I'm not doing the address because they told you the address. I'm just going to use the revenue account 4120 GP and credit limit. I'm going to start. Credit limit is 2000. My options are, they did not net one day. So net is 1 day. There is no discount. Sorry. And it's a GP. We already have it. The code is 4120. So the option, the code is 4120. We are good to go. I will say save and close. Now we needed to do is 600 plus the HST. So it'll be 600. And the date is the 9th. And it is MasterCard. So we are going to show you the transaction. Go to the report and display a transaction, and your transaction should look like that. And I am good. We're good to go. No, I'm not. So we are on the 9th. I will post this transaction. We are good to go. The next one is invoice, receipt. In this case, it is from this community, and it is on April the 10th. April the 10th. And we are receiving, how much are we receiving from this customer? Full payment 1978, and what did this is 6,000 here. So my transaction should look like this. We are good to go. So next one, I'm gonna close this, and the date here is the 10th. I'm good to go. I will close this, post it, and I'm okay. I will close this, and next one is we are going to do a purchase invoice. I will have to go to payable, and it's a purchase invoice, and it's from Green Earth. I hope we don't need to create it. And that is for the invoice number. You're going to control C it, and I'm going to do control V, and you are going to do it on the April 10th, or you could type it, whatever you find it easy. Let's see if I could do it this way. The amount here is 14,000, and it is charged to my 1310 account. So report and display the transaction. So we are good to go. So that's good. And I will close this transaction, and I am going to post this transaction. We are closed. Now next one is a cash purchase, is on the 11th. Cash purchase. So I am going to go here, and it is my cash purchase, and it is from, sorry, I don't know who it is from. It is from a quick ad. So they want you to do a quick ad, and the name of the vendor is, or the supplier is, control V. I'll just say save and close. The invoice number is control C, control V, and it is on the 11th, which we did. And it is what are we doing is for a liability insurance, and it is a what we want you to do it. They said to do it quick ad, 185 per month, per month for 1 year car insurance policy. And they said to charge it to insurance expense, GST charges on the insurance. So you delete the tax code. So all right, that's fine. We issued a check. In this case, it's a check number 103 So, and we have to store this transaction, and we have to do another transaction for 104 and 105. So we are going to do it with not paycheck. It's a check number. Check number is 103, and it is the amount is 185. Sorry, the account is we are charging it to insurance expense. Did we create it, or they're asking us to create? No, it is here. Insurance expense. Your transaction should look like this. 185. Insurance expense and bank checking account. So GST is not charged, so you have to delete the code. And I am going to make this transaction a recurring transaction, so I can recall it. Let's see where it is. Store as a recurring transaction. I'm going to store it, and it is it monthly? It is it is monthly. I'll say okay. And they told you and the question was that recall the store for stock, enter the post dated payment for the month's premium of 185, issue check number 104, May 11th and June 11th. So I am going to first post this transaction. I will say okay, and I'm going to recall the transaction, and it is the next one is 104. The invoice number will be the same that we did before, but in this case we are going to do we can use the same number, so it's going to be 511, and it will look like exactly the same, but it's a check number is 104. I'm going to post this. I will say yes. Okay, now my next one, I'm going to recall it again. I will select it, and then I have to change C beside it, and it is 105, and it is on June the 6th. So we are good to go. Now we are going to post this transaction, and I say yes. These are post-dated checks. Now we have done what we needed to do. We are going to go to receipts, and let's not receipts, sorry, my payment. So let's go to a payment. Payment is for the green earth, and it is on the 14th, and we have a discount. Something is wrong with this, because what we have is we have the wrong it's calculating on taxes. So what I have to do is double click on this, and before we do that, sorry, I'm going to close this. I made a mistake. Disregard this transaction. Yes, for the green payable supplier, we are going to look at green. So there is go under the option. I forgot to click this button, calculate the discount before taxes. I forgot to do that. Save and close. I will close this. Now what I needed to do is, when you do the payment, and I'm going to show you how the quicker way to fix it, I will double click on it, and what we are going to do is we are going to adjust, and when you adjust it and you post it, what it's going to do is it's going to recognize that what the adjustment we did. You see if it come up with 100, came back with 140, which is the right amount they're telling us on the left side of the book. I'm going to post it, say okay, we're good to go. My next one is my receipt. I am going to go to receivable. I will have a receipt, and that receipt is from Shrek community. The date is 14, and we are going to go here, and that should be the amount. And they told us the receipt number is 711. That's the invoice number. Check number 586. So I will show you the display the transaction so that you are able to see it. I am good to go. I will post a transaction. I will say okay. Now I am going to stop my recording here because there's a lot of transactions to do. So what I will do is I will do more recordings so that we will start off with where we left off. And now what they want you to do is they want you to change the session date to, I already did that. They want you to change the session date to April 31st. So this is where I will start my recording. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to like my videos and don't forget to post a comment. Thank you so much. Take care and bye for now.